That was really sweet. Hello everyone, welcome to the Steven vs. Amethyst review. This fight was really interesting. I was kind of expecting Amethyst to be resentful towards Steven, but in fact, both of them were still very playful in their personalities that they've developed throughout the series. Amethyst wasn't cruel and unnerving towards Steven, she was just upset at herself and subtly took it out on Steven. Well, maybe not that subtly. This happened in Too Far, where Peridot made the observation about her being a quartz. And in the previous video, I mentioned that Amethyst transforms into Tiger Millionaire specifically so that she can feel like a quartz. Well, that's exactly what she does in this episode. I was really happy she wasn't as resentful towards Steven as I thought she'd. Oh, and Steven, you're adhering to my cliche in which every single episode you learn a new power. Seriously, dude, the spike thing? That's really cool. Steven throws like 10 times his weight, cuts a pillar in half. Amethyst sends energy beams through her whips. She even starts out with a spin dash strategy where she covers the field in dust and hog ties Steven. And for both of them to say, okay, who's fighting the worst? Are you kidding me? You both fight awesome. The fight scene, though really cool and fun to see how they worked with their powers, it was funny because they were both trying to prove they're the worst. Seeing that, you kind of have more fun with the idea of those two fighting, not each other, but more so themselves, their insecurities, their feelings of self-doubt. Steven's not his mother. Steven's something completely different. Amethyst isn't what she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be big and strong, like Jasper, or like the quartz monsters that we see. In this episode, we see the way her outbursts affect other people. Like, we see this in Rosa Scabbard, where Pearl gets really upset because of Steven constantly knowing things that he shouldn't know because he's not Pearl. Amethyst emotionally got the crap kicked out of her in Crack the Whip, but seeing her emotionally get better because Steven tries so hard to help her makes this episode incredibly sweet and meaningful as a development for Amethyst. I honestly believe this episode hints at Amethyst being the one who's going to poof Jasper. It would be very symbolic and very powerful for a runt, quote unquote, like Amethyst to defeat Jasper and finally bring her to her knees and make her realize that this is what Rose saw in Amethyst. She saw something that no other quartz could be, and that's Amethyst. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Leave a comment. I'd love to see discussion about this episode and what the future holds in this upcoming 7 episodes that are going to air. Right now we're on the 99th episode of Steven Universe. That means one thing: tomorrow is going to be great. Bismuth is just going to be another humongous bomb like this entire month has been. So again, thank you all for watching, and to the 100th episode.